Today's horoscope and tarot from Astrocademy, Leo March 7, 2022. You're learning a lot about your inner motivations and psychology at this time, and today is no exception. The moon heads into your privacy sector, prompting a need for more time to reflect and detox on an emotional level. You're especially comfortable with your innermost feelings, and you have a strong drive to better yourself through this self-understanding. With the Sun and Pluto heading into alignment, a light shines on some of your deeper ambitions, fears, and anxieties, primarily related to your health, daily routines, work, and service. You could feel compelled to resolve a complicated matter or rework something inside out or top to bottom. Your intuition is louder than you feel comfortable admitting. This is especially true when considering the moon's transit through Cancer and your 12th house of closure, dreams, hidden agendas, and life behind the scenes. Already coupled? Mercury will station retrograde in Aquarius via your committed 7th house of agreements, compromise, and significant others. Think before you say something you don't mean unless you want to go ahead and get the closure you need. The moon will also form a harmonious trine to Jupiter via your 8th house of mergers, shared resources, and soulmate connections, presenting you with an opportunity to merge with your lover's mind, body, and soul. Because Mercury retrograde continues to square Uranus retrograde, you might be unsure of what to commit to in your career, especially if you are trying to accomplish something or further your professional public image. Be open to any insights or revelations that could come up during this square. You might come across an innovative means of furthering your professional development, but, first, you must be open to a different perspective or method. It could look like an unlikely partnership or contract with someone you would have never considered until now. As the moon not only returns for its first visit to an intuitive and imaginative part of your chart for the year, but to begin the moon, it moves straight into a friendly aspect to lucky Jupiter in your financial sector. This is the moon's first visit since Jupiter's return and can fuel your financial confidence, instincts, and imagination. Don't expect any comfort from your family right now. The many little annoyances you're confronted with won't make you feel better anyway. Take a positive, laid-back attitude. If you stubbornly stick to your views, conflicts will escalate and your mistakes won't be so quickly forgiven. If you are willing to compromise, everything will be fine. A so-called friend is trying to step on your turf, and you'll need to check that soon. You have to take a few giant steps back and take a look at what's going on around you. One way to alleviate the stress you might feel is to approach life in a more playful way and try to brighten up your situation, but don't expect to receive too much credit for your efforts. Instead, whatever you do, you're scrutinized, your motives examined, and you find yourself having to defend all your actions. Today's transit makes you feel relaxed and easygoing. This is a wonderful feeling. As long as you keep yourself active, it can quickly turn gluttonous and lazy if you are not careful. Short, intense workouts are favored so that you can burn off the steam that naturally builds up throughout the day without excuses. Stay away from heavy foods like bread, dairy, and red meat. Enjoy fresh produce, soups, and legumes for energy that won't slow you down. You may find that the fun you planned for today is suddenly geared more towards a family event. That is the nature of this day, and it is exposing you to its true meaning. You may find a lot of excitement in viewing the world through a child's eyes. What a wonderful way to experience things anew. The environment you are exposed to may well be group-oriented, focusing on fun and excitement. It is not necessarily one that takes you too far away from your home turf. While your attention will be drawn in many directions today, the most urgent is Venus and Mars' last full day in your career sector. While Venus has been here for the last 4 months, Mars for the last 6 weeks, and they have been aligned for nearly 3 weeks, from tomorrow the push to get this professional year up to speed will end, and it will become more about the journey. In all your personal and professional goals and ambitions, today is about not just focusing on what excites you but daring to believe in what's possible. Having the moon in Aries as Venus and Mars spend their last full day in a competitively charged part of your chart and prepare to move to a more social and serendipitous part tomorrow is a huge advantage. The planets of love and passion are as tightly aligned now as they have been, and thanks to the moon you are emotionally engaged. Your tarot reading for today. The Devil, the Hierophant, and Judgment. Relationship issues could get better faster than expected during the month of March with the help of an outside agency. The cards show some relationship issues that have lasted for several months, especially repeated arguments about the same subject. There aren't many subjects, only 3 or 4, but they come back regularly when the couple are arguing. Neither one of the couple wants to give in, and this can sometimes make the situation worse. Daily life is often spoiled, and it could be so simple and pleasant between two people in love. Fortunately, it seems that many of these issues can be addressed relatively quickly. This will happen naturally, without you having to act directly. Oddly, it doesn't depend on the two people in the couple. In some ways, it's current events that will act in their favor, in a surprising way. Nobody would have expected such a dramatic turn in the relationship between these two people. When this happens, it will be truly liberating for both individuals. Once the outstanding issues have been settled, the couple will become peaceful again and can move forward in a single, clear direction, hand in hand, with happy, united hearts. This is also an opportunity to find themselves again in a new way, after some difficult years. With this newfound lightness, you will feel more involved in this couple and new desires will emerge. For the happiness of your both. Our eyes in the sky. Avoid pushing yourself physically right now, and be mindful of your limits. Lean into love this evening, and the moon shares a sweet connection to romantic Venus. This cosmic climate is perfect for embracing your sensual side, and it can help you reconnect with your nearest and dearest. If you feel like you need a bit of cheering up, use this energy as an excuse to spoil yourself a tiny bit, but don't go overboard with spending. The tension that has built up throughout the day comes to a head tonight when Luna forms an alliance with Uranus, amplifying the opposition it shares with Mars. Pent-up aggression could find its way out now. If you find yourself on the receiving end of someone else's temper tantrum, try to defuse the situation diplomatically, or you could end up in some seriously hot water. Unexpected events take us by surprise, causing tensions to explode with those who we previously considered allies. The slightest criticism makes us feel like our honor is being attacked. Limitations are deemed threats to our freedom, and we will fight back recklessly rather than see ourselves trapped into someone else's design. This is classically an influence of accidents, primarily because we are distracted and lacking in focus. Take the morning a bit slower than you normally would.